I will be talking about the Zultys mobile app for Android. The Zultys mobile app is available on the Google Play Store as a free download. Open Google Play and search for Zultys Mobile Communicator. Once you located the download, install the application on your device. To launch the application, touch the Zultys icon. You will be prompted to log in with specific credentials. You can get this information from your telecom representative or your company's network administrator. Once you put this information in for the first time, it will be remembered. You can check Save Password, and that will be remembered as well. Touch Log On. And if you are a member of at least one call group, operator group, or a hunt group, you will be prompted to log in as an agent. This option is only available if the Enable Agent Roles option is turned on in application settings. If I want to log into the operator group, I slide the button to the right and touch OK. And now I am logged in to the mobile app. The top portion contains the menu items to access each area of the Zultys phone system. Notifications will also appear in this area. You may slide the menu bar to view more menu items. In the upper left-hand corner, you will see Demo 49G. That's because I'm logged in as that user. When you log into the Zultys app, you will see your name in this area. You can tap that area to change your presence status. Presence status lets everyone in the company who has access to the desktop software or the mobile application know where you are and what you're doing. If you'd like to change your presence status, just touch the appropriate status. You can also type a note to give everyone in the organization more information about what you're doing. Touch Enter when finished. And now when I go back, tapping the left-facing arrow, I see my presence status is changed. From your presence status window, you can also change any group that you can log in and out of. I logged into the operator group, but if I choose to not take calls, I could touch Change Role, uncheck the operator group, and touch OK. Now I'm only receiving calls from my personal extension and not the operator group. If I ever need to check what groups I am a part of, I can touch Active Role, and I see my extension, and also I'm part of the door call group. Some groups you're not able to log in and out of, and that's why I don't have the option to log in and out of the door call group. When the application first opens, the Buddies screen is the default view. The Buddies list is a nice place to put all the contacts that you call frequently. You can also add outside phone numbers to your Buddies list. The easiest way to add buddies to this list is by touching Contacts. The address book is a list of everyone that is on your Zultys system. If I would want to add some people to my Buddies list, I can touch and hold and fill in the star to add Deb to my Buddies list. Let me add a few more. When I go back to my Buddies list, I now have 3 internal extensions added to this list. If you ever need to remove a buddy from this area, tap and hold, Remove from Buddies. If I would want to call anyone on my Buddies list, you may call that person by selecting the dial icon. Or you also have the option to touch and hold to see a menu that will allow you to place the call here to the extension, to a mobile number if it's entered into your system. You can send an instant message, and there's also an info button. If you touch the info button, it will give you more information about this extension. I can see the extension number, mobile number, and I can even send an email. In the bottom part of the screen, you'll see all the recent history and that will include any call, incoming or outgoing, and any instant messages. I'm going to go back, and this time just tap on the person that I want to send an instant message to. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see type your message. When I hit send, it sends this message. And when the person responds, you'll see that as well. You can also get to some additional information by touching the contact, and in the upper right-hand corner under the ellipsis, you have the option again to call or to see the contact information or to clear all the instant messages. If I tap yes, notice that all my messages are cleared. If you are chatting with someone from that same area, you can convert a chat session into a group chat session by clicking Add Participants. Find the person I would like to add, fill in the circle with a checkbox, and say Create Group. I just created this group from an instant message session, and I can use this group in the future. We will be talking about groups a bit later in this video. Let me go back to my buddies list, and we'll make some calls. An incoming call can be answered while the application is either running in the background or while it's open in the screen. On an incoming call, you have a few options. You can decline the call, send it to voicemail, or answer. If you are using the soft phone function of your mobile app, when you answer the call goes immediately through. This is the best practice and the easiest user experience. If the soft phone function is disabled, the MX phone system initiates a call to your cell phone number. We will talk about this when we get into the settings. Let me make a call using the mobile app. This is one of the main benefits of using the mobile application. You don't have to reveal your cell phone number, and all calls look like you're calling from your office. Touch the dial menu icon and dial the number that you want to call. And now I'm on the outside call. You can handle more than one call at a time. If you need to make multiple calls, the system can handle up to 4. In the call session screen, the current call is highlighted in green. Let me make another incoming call, and you will see how this works. I'm going to answer, and now I see both calls. The one that I was on is on hold, and my current call is in green. I can switch between the two calls by touching the one I want to pick up. I'm going to hang this call up. To place a call on hold, touch the hold icon. You will see the icon change to retrieve. To get the call back off hold, touch the retrieve button. To transfer a call, touch the transfer icon. This will take you to a dial pad where you can either type in the number or you can look it up in the address book. Touch the person you want to transfer to. Click Done and Send Transfer. Now that was a blind transfer. I just sent the call to Larry's extension, but I wasn't able to talk to him. Let me show you how to do an announced transfer. I'm going to use my recent call list to do a redial. Touch and hold the number that you want to call and click Call. So now I'm on the line and I want to transfer. I'm going to touch Add Call, dial the extension number or find them from the address book, touch Done, and call. I just made a call, but I'm talking to the internal person before I transfer the call. Now on the originating call, touch the ellipsis in the right-hand corner. It gives you the option to transfer to 100. I touched that and I transferred the call. Now you saw an option to park a call. Parking a call is putting the caller on a system-wide hold. Any other Zultys user on the system can answer from any other device. Let me get back on an outside call. Touch the ellipsis in the upper right-hand corner and touch Park Call. When I do this, it shows me the ID that the call is parked on. When I click OK, I now can instant message someone or call someone and let them know that they have a call holding. To pick up a parked call, you have to go to the park icon. There's my outside call, and I touch Pickup. I'm going to go back to the recent list. In this list, you can see all incoming and outgoing, missed calls, and even instant messages to internal people. I can filter this list by touching the green arrow and say I only want to see missed calls or messages. If I would want to call anyone back, I can touch and hold to access the options window. On the contact screen, if you give the mobile app access to your local contacts, you will see any contacts that are currently on your phone. The address book again points to everyone on the Zultys system. If I touch local contacts, I now see everyone that is on my phone. If I would want to call any of these people, I touch the dial icon. If you have a large address book or local contact, you can search this area quickly by touching the extreme right to get the slide bar open. And then you can scroll through the alphabet. You can also touch the search icon to quickly search for any contact. The group icon is where the group chat or team messaging is accessed. If you remember, when I added an extension to my chat message, I created this group. In this area, you can view my groups, public groups, or private groups. To create a group, touch the plus icon in the lower right-hand corner. I have a choice to create a new group, or maybe I would just like to join a group. If I touch Join Group, I will see the groups that are currently on my system. And when I touch the group I want to join, I would click Join Group at the bottom. A notice would be sent to the owner of this group, and they would have to approve my membership. If I want to create a new group, I enter the group name, choose if it's public or private, and then search for the contacts that I would want to be in this group. Touch Create Group, and now I just created a sales group. As the owner of that group, I have some options. If I touch the group and touch the ellipsis in the right-hand corner, I could edit members. I could even establish a conference call with all these members, or I could clear all the instant messages. Let me touch out of there and show you at the bottom of this screen is where you would type your message to this group. Any message I send will be visible to any member of the group, and their responses would also be visible to everyone in the group. If I need to delete this group entirely, from the group screen, touch and hold to get the options menu and delete the group. There's also some other things I can do from this screen. Change owner is useful if you would like someone else to be monitoring this group instead of you. I'm going to delete the group. The voicemail icon is where voicemails are displayed and managed. The red number indicator that you see on my voicemail is letting me know I have 2 unread messages. When I touch that icon, I'll be taken into my voicemail. If I'm part of a group, I also have access to those voicemail messages. I'm going to touch my voicemail, and here are my 2 new voicemail messages. I touch the message I want to hear, and here's my play button. I can use the slider to slide forward and backward to a certain place in my message, and I also can delete this message. When I delete a message, it moves to my deleted folder. If I delete it from my deleted folder, it's deleted from the system. I'm going to go back to my inbox, and some of the other options that I have, it captures caller ID, so you can call back and it will initiate the call. You also can mark this message as read. If you touch the ellipsis, you also have the option to forward this voicemail to someone on the MX system, and you can add a comment. Comments are helpful when forwarding because you can give the person you forward it to some more information. Now, when I forward, I just pick the person it is that I want to forward to. I can mark it as urgent or private, and at the bottom of the screen is my send. You will see an icon in the corner of your device. This is the setup icon to access or change your mailbox greetings. Currently, I have nothing recorded, but if I would want to record a greeting, I would touch any one of my 4 available greetings, touch record. Hi, you've reached Doreen. I'm not available. Please leave a message. I could play it, re-record, or delete. I'm going to touch the ellipsis on the far right and rename this greeting. When I touch upload, it will make the greeting active. To send a fax from the Zultys mobile app, touch the fax icon, My Fax, and the plus icon in the lower right-hand corner. You're able to fax an image file either from your camera or from the gallery. Once you select the image file that you want to fax, you'll see the option to dial the number and click send. If you want to make sure your fax went out, you can click sent, and here's the fax. I would see an error if it didn't go out. I can delete it or change it into a PDF. You could also send this fax to an internal extension by touching the send, choosing the person you want to send it to, and done. Now, the last thing I want to go over are the settings. In the upper right-hand corner, you see a gear icon. When I touch that, I have options to verify my bound phone number is my cell phone number. I can change my information. This allows me to upload a photo, or by touching the pencil icon, I can add a cell phone number, a home phone number, and even an email. This information would be seen by everyone on the Zultys MX system. My login settings are the credentials I needed to enter at the beginning of this video. If anything changes, I can change it here. The call group settings is where you need to enable agent roles. If you remember, I logged on as an operator. If I would have this turned off, I wouldn't have the option to see any of the groups that I'm in on my mobile application. The address book will allow you to sort by first name or last name. And the use soft phone over Wi-Fi and use soft phone over mobile data are the settings that I talked about at the beginning of the video. To have both of these enabled is the easiest user experience. And this is where you log out. You need to log out completely of the Zultys system if you don't want to take calls. If you just run it in the background, you will still get calls anytime someone calls your extension. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial on the mobile app for Android. If you have any questions, you can give us a call at 717-840-0264 or email us at service@telecomyork.com.